Okay.
Here goes.
I'm sure this is the last one.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
On this
back.
week's video,
Welcome
we had some winners this week and we had some losers this week.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta. Welcome to another episode of the Windy City Fantasy Football Show. Gosh, we're in week 8.
9.
9?
We've
My God.
It's almost past week 15.
We're well past halfway point.
Yeah.
So seasons have been made
Boom! All right.
and seasons have been crushed.
Yeah. Boom.
But I think what we need to do is we need somebody, and I'm not naming names, but somebody is gonna have to tell us the scores from last week. Give it a second. Okay, now.
Field of Dreams beat Dad's week's right? Well, Mommy did have more points.
Mommy, no.
That's not how that works.
Mommy picked up the wrong quarterback from the waiver wire. That's okay.
Remix LA to beat Allmark All Bite.
Yeah.
Naj Mahal beat Lioness Krakens. Well done for Sam. He beat Michaela again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Sam was the high scorer of the week at
He was.
157.8 points.
By a long way. The next one closest
long
was
way.
Emily.
All right. Okay, we lost our spot. Here we go. We're touching buttons again.
Jilly was home. Beat O'Hilna.
Okay, can we do it without the beatbox?
Chicago Mama Bear beat Super Camario Brothers.
Okay.
So where does that...
Still gonna fit in that beatbox though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where does that leave us in our standings?
Well, looks like Naj Mahal is in front of everyone.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hansu is in first place.
Alone at 6-2, yes.
Well, Michaela.
Henry Danger.
Yes, Henry Danger. Let's count how many
No, come on now. Yeah.
are for our standings for
Second place.
yes, second.
Okay. Is there 3 of them?
Yes, it's about Henry Danger, O'Hilna, and Field of Dreams.
Yeah, those 3 teams are at 5 and 3, tied for second, and then we've got a bunch of teams. It looks like tied for 5th place.
Jack
So who are-
Street's Back Right, Rainbow Kittles, Chicago Mamba Bear, Super Camaria Brothers, and Remix Alan and Me 2.
Yeah, all of those teams sitting at 4 and 4, 500.
Even.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then it looks
We
like
have one player for 10th.
one
what-
player for 10th. Yeah.
That's Chili with Mahomes, and 2 for last place. All Bark, All Bite, and Lioness Krakens.
Yeah, chilling with Mahomes is at 3 and 5, and then All Bark, All Bite, and Ionith Krakens at 2 and 6.
Yes, well...
Well, we're at the point in the season where this is starting to round out the playoff picture.
It
So
sure is.
it's only a couple more weeks for everybody to make their case for whether or not they get to be in the Final Four. So
Yes.
the pressure's mounting.
Yes. Yes. Okay. We had 2 coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
Oh, yeah. Coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
Nope. Coulda, shoulda, wouldas. We had 2. Michaela had Brandon Cooks, who had 20.3. And Lindsay had Mike Carter, who had 32.2.
Who's Mike Carter?
Exactly.
Is he running back for the Jets?
Yes.
I knew who it was.
Yes. But oh, there's my ums again.
That's fine. Well, that's kind of interesting because the Jets had themselves a heck of a week.
The Jets did have themselves a heck of a week.
Maybe they're going to be on another thing here, maybe? No?
They might be. They might be. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and say that I think Lindsay put him in the game now. So there you go.
Woohoo!
All right. Our booms, busts, and big outs.
It's crazy that the coulda, shoulda, wouldas aren't so big anymore.
Well,
I'm sorry to go back, but I mean, we used to have big lists of coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
well, and some of that comes from our big outs.
No!
We have a lot of big
That's
outs.
quite a list.
We have
there.
a lot of big outs. But also, just as the season's gone on, there's been quite a few injuries. And so people that were on our bench are maybe in the game now. And so we're just not having quite as many because our options are dwindling more. So,
Wow.
yeah. Analysis with Jen.
Hey.
That's you.
That's me. Booms, busts, and big outs. The number 1 quarterback for the week was...
Who was it? Who was it?
Josh Allen.
Yay! 29.46. And the number 2 quarterback for the week was...
Oh, who was it?
Justin Fields.
Yay!
Yay! The Bears might actually have a quarterback if we would let him play.
I don't know. Is that like something you shouldn't say out loud? It might not come true. Okay. Those were the top 2 quarterbacks. The top 2 running backs were Michael Carter, as we said, 32.2, and Joe Mixon, 25.1.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The wide receivers were A.J. Brown with 34.5 and Chris Godwin with 31, both of whom are Sam's wide receivers. And hence why Sam won and had 157.8 points. Correlation! The top tight ends were T.J. Hawkinson with 18.9 and Dan Arnold with 14.8.
Who does Dan Arnold play for?
He's available in our league.
Huh.
You can cut it out.
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
Well, I was trying to-
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
Jacksonville!
Oh. Okay. No, it's over with. It's over.
That was his only, one and only good week, really. But yes, Jacksonville tight end. There we go. All right. And the best defense was the Eagles with 20 points.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah, no one did. That was a one-off. And then Zane Gonzalez was the number 1 kicker with 17 points. Some interesting busts this week. James Robinson only scored 4.9 points. His previous week, he had scored 19.1.
Ooh.
Derrick Henry was a bust, although to be fair, he got hurt, and we'll again talk about that here in a minute. Leonard Fournette had 7.3. And going back to his last 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago he had 30.7, and last week he had 17. And this week he had 7. Not so good.
Didn't he, 2 weeks ago, didn't he play against the Bears?
What?
No, 1 week ago.
Oh.
It was the week of 17, not the week of 30. Still not good.
No. Not good.
Justin Jefferson had 4.1 points.
Wow.
And again, going back to 2 weeks ago, he had 22.4. Last week he had 14. This week he had 4.1. Cortland Sutton had 6 points. 2 weeks ago he had 23.4. Last week he had 11.8. And this week he had 6. So he truly halved and then halved his points. It's not good.
Mm-mm.
Devonta Smith for the Eagles. He had a touchdown in week 1. His best week was week 4 where he had 22.2. But he's definitely fallen back off again, and he had 2.5 points this week. Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
He's kind of being Pitts for you right now.
I don't have him.
I thought you did.
No, Sue has him.
Sue, he's kind of, yeah, okay. So, 2 weeks ago, he had 29.9. Last week, he had 26.3. And this week, he had 3.3.
Dang. Darn.
Our 2 quarterback busts were, as I previously stated, Matt Ryan, who got 6.14. All of the quarterbacks I could have picked up, I went with my heart.
Yeah.
And it was a bad decision. And Kyler Murray also had a bust week. He had 9.06 points. Again, he got hurt, kind of.
Against the Packers.
Yes.
Mother. Now you need to settle down. Okay.
All right, so this week, our biggest section, our biggest story is there's some big outs.
That's a long list.
And there's like all different kinds of big outs. We have injuries, we have quits, we have legal problems, we have the whole gamut of stuff.
Wow.
So, big long list. Starting, Jameis Winston tore his ACL, out for the year. Very sad. Taysom Hill is coming back from a concussion, so they will have a quarterback. Somebody on the newscast had, it happened to be the game that Drew Brees was announcing, and they like said to him, they were like, "So has your phone rang yet?
Have you gotten any phone?
Has your phone rang yet?" And he was like, "Oh no, it's Monday Night Football." They were talking about it. Yeah.
No.
He was like, "No," because they were like, "Where are you going to be next week?" And he like was looking at him like, "Is this a trick question?" And he was like, "I'm going to be such and such." And they're like, "What about this night?" "I'm going to be here." And they're like, "Okay, so you're not going to be in New Orleans." And he's like, "No." So, and it was also updated that Mike Thomas is officially out for the year. He was going to make his comeback, and I guess he got hurt again. So, that sucks. Gronk is having back spasms. After his fractured ribs. Now he has back spasms, so he's out. James Robinson has a heel bruise that they're not quite sure what is going on with that. OBJ was released from practice and not traded.
Well, and they've basically said that he is no longer with the team.
Yes.
So
whatever loser has him. Oh wait.
Oh no.
So yes, he didn't get traded by the trade deadline, which was Tuesday. So he has been released from practice and likely will not play again this year. Sam Darnold sustained a concussion.
Oof.
Damian Williams had knee problem.
It's possible a thing. I can't say that I remember, but yeah.
Jalen Reagor has a sprained ankle. Chris Boswell, the kicker for the Steelers, sustained a concussion on a trick play.
That's nuts.
And so then the Steelers didn't have a kicker for the rest of the game because usually like your backup kicker is your punter, but supposedly their punter never kicked in high school or college. Yeah, it's like your one job here, dude. So they couldn't kick the rest of the game.
2-point conversions all around.
All around. They did win, so it worked out for them. Tanyan, who was
Robert
Tanyan, who was the tight end for the Packers, tore his ACL in that game versus the Cardinals, so he's obviously done for the year. we'll skip down to Derrick Henry has a Jones fracture, I believe it's called, and is having foot surgery.
And he's done for the year.
He's out 6 to 8 weeks, and if you try and rush it back, you get it re-hurt. And so probably the Titans aren't going to take a chance with their, like, big-name running back. So likely done for the year.
Wow.
Now we have some other... Oh, and Kyler Murray obviously sprained his ankle. He's considered day-to-day. So then we have some interesting ones. Calvin Ridley put out a statement.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm right here. I skipped one of those to start
Okay.
with. Calvin Ridley put out a statement that he is stepping away from football for personal reasons, so he is not going to play anymore. The Ravens linebacker Malik Harrison was hit with a stray bullet at a nightclub, so he's out for a little while. I don't think it's serious, but he is out. Oh, I missed T.Y. Hilton has a concussion.
Oh, brothers.
Everyone's heard the news about Henry Ruggs and his DUI problems.
Yeah, he was released from the team.
Yes.
And he's got bigger fish to fry.
He's got a lot of
now.
fish to fry.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers has COVID. So he is out at least 1 week and could be longer because he's not vaccinated, so he has stricter protocols to go through.
And the worst part about it was he lied to his team about being vaccinated. So we had a bunch of Packers that were out of the last game due to COVID and COVID protocols. So there's a lot of bad feelings in Green Bay right now, which if it didn't deal with people and health concerns would be delicious.
Yeah.
But unfortunately it's serious, so we don't want to.
And here's another, this is kind of a developing story because we are doing this later. The New York Giants.
All hail the New York Giants.
Can't catch a break. Having a COVID outbreak.
Oh, I was just going to leave it some space because who
yeah.
knows, there might be a thing.
So Saquon Barkley was set to come back from his ankle injury this week, and then he tested positive for COVID on Tuesday. He is vaccinated, and they're hoping it's a negative test, but I believe there was 13 positives. Mostly, I think, among the coaches and whatnot, but yes, the New York Giants are possibly in the middle of a COVID outbreak, including Saquon Barkley. So we had a lot of fun this week, or I shouldn't say fun. We had a lot. There's a big long list of big outs this week for personal, sick, injury,
Poor life choices.
Like, it's big. So because this list is so big, the number of people on our bench is decreasing. Hence why we don't have as many coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
That probably means some bad things for the Giants, though, because I believe there was one other team that had a whole bunch of coaches out in the beginning of the year. They had like 7 coaches out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to remember what team that was? Maybe something in the fantasy world will, happen to show that across the screen right now. Maybe. But yeah, they lost that game because there was only like 3 coaches.
I want to say
left.
maybe it was Pittsburgh.
Maybe. It's hard to say.
So yeah, there's definitely been a lot of news in the NFL football world affecting our fantasy football world. So that's what I have. I think it's time for somebody else's segment.
Yep. Oh, right.
Oh, now you got to pay attention.
Yes, that is NASA in the background because I'm coming to you live on Monday before the games are over from Cape Canaveral aboard the Disney Dream. Susan and I are taking the Dream this week to do a little preliminary cruise action so we know exactly what to do next year when all of us are on the Dream for the owners meeting. Okay, let's hope this is not a Dewey wins moment, because I'm doing this Monday before the last game. But I believe Illinois has a first place team, so that's very good. And my predictions this week are Remix is going to win, the Naj is going to win, Rainbow, Skittles, Field of Dreams. Chicago Mama Bear, and the Krakens are gonna win this week and pull themselves out of last place. Have a good week. I know we are gonna be having a great week in the Bahamas on the Dream. Bye-bye now.
You couldn't put in some insight from like what Mommy was saying.
No, I'm not
No,
fun.
can't. No, it just had to just be making a spectacle of yourself. Inside football there. All right. So we've looked at everything else, but so what's left to look at?
Week 9 was
This week's matchups. No, I get the pencil. Because you've been bad.
Go, Trooper, go.
I get to keep your nose because you got the pencil. So, read this week's matchups.
Dak Straight's back right versus North.
Ooh, this could be a good one.
It could be, but I'm nervous. I'm afraid my last chance, I think, at the playoffs might be coming to an end this week. So I think if I take another L, my high number of points will not matter anymore with my losses. But I promised myself I'm not going to be upset about fantasy football because something else good happened to me this week. So I'm not going to be upset about fantasy football.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll touch base on that before we shut down.
Oh,
Might be
whatever
fun to
you
do.
think. Yes.
Yeah. All right, continue on.
New. Arbok, all bite versus Lioness Krakens.
I thought you were going to say Arbuckle there for a second. Like Garfield's
John
owner?
Arbuckle!
Garfield's owner is playing. No, this is going to be the two bottom teams. So one team is going to move
Heart.
out. One team is going to own 12th place.
Heart.
I'm sorry. That's a horrible thing to point out, but
It's
We've-
Ice Tea.
But I
all
feel like
been
we've
there.
all been there.
we've all been there. So, no, we want to look at this week's teams.
Which is where we
So, right there.
Who are you playing this week?
Uh-oh.
The hardest team that Rick, Carson, and Sam have beating all the time.
Which is who
Henry Danger.
versus...
Remix only 2. That's
There we
us.
go.
That's who?
I'm playing... Yeah, that's us.
You two?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Weird. I didn't get that from the name.
will Michaela's losing streak continue or will she bounce back?
Will she lose this week?
She did lose her number 1 running back, so
Yes.
Yeah.
Will she lose? We will not. No.
but we'll find out.
Yes. We
Moving
don't
on.
know if Aunt Michaela will win or lose.
Moving on.
Tilly with Mahomes versus sorry, I almost said Henry Danger there.
You did. And you said it
Rainbow
after.
Kittle.
Rainbow Kittles.
Right.
Who's on a bit of an upswing.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers versus Field of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Last
one.
Chicago Mama Bear versus Ohilma. Now
Well, that
I
was-
get to
there was
choose
some
the
enthusi-
winners.
No, hold on. There was some enthusiasm. You needed to put a little bit more enthusiasm on your cousin's team. Okay? Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
You mumbled all the way through that.
What?
Okay, well, we're going to get into a new segment. Oh, my word. All right. Oh, this is technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
Trooper.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
Oh, my. All right. We're going to do a new segment. We sometimes get input from a pirate or an old Baniac or just all sorts of other people.
But
And what is the best form of flattery?
I know. It's no pirates and no. There's no pirates in this video. Imitation.
Yes.
No imitation.
And no, there is imitation.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Imitation. Yeah.
So we're going to start a new segment called
Imitation.
Alan Says.
Yeah.
Where Alan picks the winners.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if he's right.
So here you go.
So who do you think is going to win? We got Daxtreet's Back versus the Taj Mahal. Who's winning?
Daxtreet's Back.
Mm-hmm.
Daxtreet Back is a winner. All right. All Bark, All Bite versus Ioneth Krakens. Who's the winner?
Ioneth Kraken.
Okay. Henry Danger versus the remix Alan and Me Too. Who's the winner? Say it out loud. Ooh. Chillin' with Mahomes versus Rainbow Kiddles. Who's the winner?
Rainbow Kittles.
Okay. Super Mario Brothers versus Fields of Dreams. Who's the winner?
Field of Dreams.
And Chicago Mama Bear versus Oh Hilna. Who's the winner?
Oh, Hilna.
Wow. Okay.
I chose one top team, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottom teams.
Okay. Well,
One top.
it's kind of late in the season, but we'll see how good you do with this week, and we'll keep track moving forward. Okay?
And if Alan doesn't pick the right team, then I guess he chose wrong team.
Yeah, and you're gonna lose some candy.
Did you
No.
have a good week with trick or treating?
Yeah, did you have a good trick or treating week?
Yes. And don't steal any of my candy. None.
Okay. Well, there's threats.
Any.
Threats have been made.
No.
All right. So yeah, Halloween was last week.
Mm-hmm. So we'll
And-
have some pictures in the
Yep.
following here.
We'll have some Halloween fun photos of all the people who decided to dress up.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we talked about it a little bit before. Something else happened this week. And it's topical because not 1, not 2, but 3 of the members of this league got to experience something that you don't get to experience every single day. And what was it?
What happened?
What happened on Tuesday?
Would we stay up late to watch?
What did we stay up late to watch? What did we stay up late to watch?
The Braves game, and the Braves were the World Series champions.
Don't, I was going to say, don't sound so excited.
7-0.
Yeah, the Atlanta Braves are the 2021 World Series champions.
Cannot believe it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
These two are big Braves fans, along with Mr. O'Hillney himself. I know Carson.
By the time that you see this video, Carson will have been to the parade. So
Ooh.
he's going to the parade tomorrow.
Well, hopefully he'll send us some photos and we can incorporate those into following videos.
Yes.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
But through the wonders of technology, we FaceTimed them for the final 2 outs. So we got to see Auntie Michelle and Cousin Carson. We all got to watch them win together.
And Savannah, too.
And Savannah, too.
I will say, everybody's been making a big deal out of the 26-year gap that the Braves had to weather. Braves fans had to weather to win that World Series championship. I feel like there's been a team who's had to wait a little longer than that.
But how many times did the Cubs get to the World Series in that time? They didn't, right? From 45 till when they won again?
No.
Or no, well, 45 was the last time they got there, but they hadn't won since before that. That was the thing with the Braves.
They never made it.
That was the thing with the Braves, is unfortunately in the 90s, they went to the World Series 5 times and they won one time. And as they said, we won 14 straight division titles and we won the World Series 1 time.
So maybe Atlanta Braves fans don't be so bitter.
Atlanta fans in general, you should try and find the clip of Chris Rock. Or not Chris Rock, Chris Tucker. My man was at the game. And so they were talking to him afterwards and he was like, I was excited. He was like, but you know, Atlanta sports. So I was like, that is it in a nutshell right there. The Braves have been here before. The Falcons have been here before. We've been here before. Then nothing was guaranteed. So I just thought it was funny that Chris Tucker said that. And then somebody had in the comments, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? So yes, while the Cubs were a much, much, much more sentimental win, I was all for him that year. So
well.
Yeah.
In the comments that you don't leave us in YouTube, maybe we can argue about which fan base is more tortured, Atlanta or Chicago. Maybe we'll do a poll. Who knows? But congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. Congratulations to all their fans. It's very awesome to experience a championship. So have fun with that while you can.
Good.
All right.
Oh, we're just gonna go right to it, huh?
Anything else?
Well, yeah. You got any thoughts? Any feelings?
You know, the teams that I chose that won are not going to win. Well, we'll see by this next week's matchup.
What? You can't just go back on what you just picked. You can't be all of a sudden, no, I did it wrong. All right. Okay. Well, you know what? We got a whole week to figure it out. So, thanks everybody again for staying tuned on the show. We really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye. I'll get it. What?
She's shooting. Whoa! Whoa! Turn the camera off, son.